Tiny fan.
Mwah.
Tiny fan.
I'm not a tiny fan of this franchise, though. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. Enjoying it a lot.
More and more.
Very that. Hiya. Hello. Hi. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan, ready for you to say something gay. Today, I am just drinking a whole hell of a lot of water because I was out until 12:30 last night hosting a show, and I had much more alcohol than I intended because, come to find out, when you go to host a burlesque show and you know the bartender...
That's the best part.
It was a good time. It was a very good time.
It's lovely. Hi and hello, it's me, Micha, your Persian correspondent. Bonjour et bonsoir tout le monde. And I'm drinking vanilla black tea because I love it. And I happen to love it especially because I also know a bartender, but I don't drink alcohol. So I was just drinking ginger beer last night after my very intense dance. And yeah, I'm very prepared to discuss this very intense and very colorful episode of Drag Race Down Under versus the World.
Show us an example of how you dance, Micha. I'm just kidding.
Oh. If it's just hands, it's gonna be a bit like Cynthia Doll, you know.
That's at the Patreon.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey y'all, this is Jonathan from Dallas, the fellow with a resting gym face and a hint of Texas taste. I actually just realized that I've been drinking a lot of iced coffee lately, literally like all day long. Probably more than I drink water, which is not a good thing to do. But Logan, I'm going to one-up you. I was in bed by 11:30.
You know, I wish that would have been nice. That would be real good. I would have loved that, but that is what I will be doing tonight because I don't have a show tonight, thank goodness. But I don't have a show. I don't have Drag Race to watch. It'll be quite nice. It'll be quite good, but we've got a great episode of Drag Race to watch and talk about, or not to watch, to talk about right now. We're going to get into all of it, but before we do, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we're putting out all of our content here on this channel. We greatly appreciate all the support on our Down Under versus the World coverage, so thanks. Y'all are the best, literally. Make sure as well to go get your cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below and that lovely QR code up in the top right corner. You can also follow us on our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And if you want to follow all three of us, our links are down below as well. Check out everything we've got going on. Just head to the description and just click all of the links. Just all of them. Yeah, why not? There's nothing malicious going on in the description below.
Nothing.
No, I promise there's actually nothing malicious going on.
I've clicked on all of them, and my computer's fine.
Jonathan definitely hasn't had any camera issues recently.
Not because of malware, though, hopefully.
Exactly. But we start this episode, and Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia is gone.
Well, deserved.
But she's gone now. And there goes half of the fan base watching. Anyway, who cares? If y'all were watching for one fucking queen, and I know there are some people that are even in our comment section, and this is no shade to y'all either. I'm gonna say this up front. If y'all are watching an international franchise of this ilk for one queen and then go nah, keep watching for the variety of queens because this is a damn good cast with some damn good queens. That's all I'm saying. This
particular age quitting, unmasked, has also alarmed me for another reason because at first I thought, okay, it was like part of the US audience who was like so rooting for the US heroes, but Lala is still there. If anything, if you're like so patriotic out of the blue, so
right,
yeah, and she's actually slaying. So
yeah, she's doing much better than I wouldn't say much better than expected, but yeah, she's doing decently well.
She can hold her own for the US.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lala is absolutely a contender. Like she's doing very good. So,
I said that in the last pod, but what's this most saddening for me part of Nicole Paige Brooks leaving is that I feel like she actually this time around was trying to get as far as she can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
it felt
so.
it did feel like there was, the energy of,
The fight.
Yeah, I think All Stars 10 really imbued a lot of, really good energy into her. And it felt nice to see. I was happy to see it. But, that is how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. And, it wasn't undeserved, like we said. But
yeah,
she will continue slaying outside of the studio.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And she had quite a polite mirror message, despite what we could have expected from her.
That's probably one of the best mirror messages I've seen in a while.
Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
That's all. All right.
What else?
Bye, girl.
That's all
Yeah.
you need to know.
Bye, girl. See you later. Good to see you. Bye. That's it. All right. Bye. So we then also find out that Fleur also picked Nicole.
Mm-hmm. No surprise.
I mean, if you're gonna have two down under queens at the top, and then one non-down under queen at the bottom,
We
all kind of expected it. Yeah.
That and also because Art had a story with Coco, and if anybody could have strike their own ball, that could have been Art, but no, Art was so adamant on the show, outside of the show, that she's ride or die for her down under girls, and actually she has a pretty good reasoning apart from being, oh, it's my cradle of girls, I'm protecting my homeland. She talked at length, especially on her podcast, that because of the rap of Down Under Queens, of the reputation of the franchise, she wanted to keep them as many of them as long as possible throughout the season, as she was slaying herself. And as we will see, this episode was no exception. Just exactly to make a wider global audience believe and kind of have a 180 on Down Under Queens. So that was even before being, I don't know, just oh, these are my girls. This was her main reasoning. So yeah.
And I love that idea. I love the message of that. Obviously, I do agree with that. I think it's great to see more down under representation. Now, do you need to, in front of all the girls, go, not only am I 100% saving Coco, I am defending Coco, I'm saving Coco in all scenarios, but also down under girls, I'm going to protect you in every scenario?
No, not really. I mean,
there is no alliance, but
there is no alliance, but there's an alliance.
I'm not saying kind of respect it. I think it's a very badass move, and I don't think Art from season 1 would be that confident in herself.
It's
because
definitely,
that takes gigantic balls.
It's a huge move. It is a huge, huge, huge move. And I'm not mad at that move. I'm really not. But it's
definitely
crazy.
a power move, and she has everything to back it up with. So if I was her, I'd be like, yeah, y'all better fucking watch out. Y'all better step up, or
especially after this
you're
week.
all going home.
Oh yeah, Art has been riding her seahorse so high.
As you should, as she should. She owns what she knows she can deliver.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So much so that Estrella is kind of okay, international girls, we need to get together. So she gets the international girls together. And what I find interesting is she's like, yeah, international girls, we need to get together, except Lala. So is Lala
that?
Yeah, no, she literally has a cover as they're de-dragging. It's her, it's Estrella, Jade, and Michael.
Yeah.
And not Lala. Lala is literally on the other side of the workroom, de-dragging, and it's just the three of them. And I'm like,
Yesterday, I hope you don't play Big Brother or Survivor because you need the numbers.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
poor
like,
Lala.
where's
Because
Lala? Poor Lala!
because not only Lala got additional shade from Floor, because when Floor was very dramatically, very slowly revealing the lipstick, instead of saying
Right,
Nicole
that's
straight
right,
away,
yeah.
she was like, I chose Lala.
Yeah.
At first, like
Poor
looking,
Lala's getting it from all
looking for 2
angles.
whole minutes, like dead in the face of poor Coco, who was like, "Girl, like, are you like crushing our down on the alliance?" And then she was like, "I chose Lala." I'm like, bitch. You petty bitch.
Crazy.
I think it's partly because they know Lala's a good sport about it, and she welcomes
Yeah.
that. I mean, I'm glad Lala's a good sport about it. You know, unlike, let's say, maybe, I don't know, Lucy LaDuca, who was not a good sport at being poked fun of.
Yeah, Lucy would be already like, in my mind, I won this entire thing. This mini challenge should have been
I
mine.
won
And
12
that's
mini challenges.
exactly, that's my dissertation on why I'm winning all the Snatch games in history, like from here on now, in every language.
But yeah, no,
on this planet.
Lala can take it. It's just fun shade.
Yeah.
You okay over there, Logan?
The allergies are getting me, girl. The allergies are attacking me today, girl. I don't know what it is.
Saltine. Sorry, the wrong
Allergic to Nicole Page Bush going home.
No, I'm allergic to Floor going. My choice is Lala.
Allergic to picking on Lala. Leave Lala alone.
Leave Lala alone.
But also, in Logan's defense, there were so many tropical fruits on this runway that maybe that was kind of the reason, to
And
empower
to be fair, I am allergic to a tropical fruit.
Which one?
Is it me?
No. Not
this
even
tropical
close.
Fruit?
No, never. I want all of that tropical fruit.
Okay.
No, pineapple.
A basketful.
Yeah, pineapple allergy sucks.
Ooh, yeah.
I think Michael is about the same.
Have I told my pineapple allergy story on this podcast before?
I don't think
Not
so.
sure.
I may have, but okay. So, quick sidebar, and then we'll get back to this. But I was working at a Pizza Hut right before the pandemic, and I was kind of working like the entire restaurant, and this is while I was still in college. I was working on the pizza line at one point. And it was like a huge rush. So we were like making a bunch of pizzas. And the last thing I did was grab some pineapple and throw it on pizzas. The next thing I know, I get off the line and my hands are completely red and splotchy. And I'm like, oh, that's never happened to me before. Like, looks like I'm covered in like measles or some shit. Like, it was crazy. I was like, and I went to my manager, who was also my roommate at the time, and I was like, and she's like, go sit down, like, take allergy medication. Like, I don't know what to do otherwise. And that's the day I found out I was allergic to pineapple.
Whoa.
Okay, two things. It's not pineapple that he's allergic with, because I remember eating pineapples with him, but also I love pineapples on pizza. So that story got me so excited. When you said you were putting all these pineapples on all these pizza, oh, love it. All the Italians hate me now.
Oh, no. I grew up, my family's favorite pizza was Hawaiian pizza. And I did like it while I could eat it. So, I don't eat pineapple on pizza, but it's because I physically can't. And so for the pineapple on pizza arguers, it's because I physically can't. And anytime someone is like, pineapple on pizza, and I'm like, no. And then I'm like, long pause so they can get angry a little bit. I'm like, it's because I'm allergic. Like, shut the fuck up. I like seeing people get mad over it. It's quite fun. But no, so we go into the workroom the next day. I have to say, I am loving these like 2-piece sweatsuit short moment with the hood things that Estrella is coming in wearing every day. Like, I'm just like, she looks adorable every fucking day.
But yeah, she's had like a dinosaur. This one's an axolotl.
I love
Yeah,
it.
good.
I love it. I
Literally,
think
I
she's
literally turn to Michael
adorable.
every time. I'm like, I want these.
Right.
Merch. Yesterday, a merch.
Oh my god, I love it. No, Jonathan, you look adorable in them.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You and Mike in like a bunch of these. That's what exactly. That's all I need. That's
Okay,
all I
what do
need.
we-
Absolutely. But yeah, the girls are talking. Michelle comes in. Host
Mhm.
Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Host Michelle.
Not just any Michelle, y'all. Host
Yeah.
Michelle.
Host Michelle. I love Host Michelle. I love Host Michelle. Host Michelle is so fucking cunty. I love it. And she's like, nothing brings the world together like the international language. It's Snatch Game.
Yeah,
playing
I also
Snatch
said
Game.
it would be first reading challenge and then Snatch Game, but I mean,
I
don't know.
was expecting a reading challenge, but yeah, we'll
I
wait
think
till-
we'll get it
Yeah.
either next week or the week after.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm
I
just
like when
surprised
they
they're
do it a
doing
couple weeks
Snatch
in.
Game with 11 people. 10.
Yeah.
9.
9.
9.
9 is good. Actually, I think 9 to 10 is probably the optimal. I know Logan now likes smaller Snatch games, but I
Usually
also think
7 is
Baby,
seven
I-
is kind of standard.
Baby, I love that 5-person Snatch Game we just
Mm.
got on Canada All Stars.
Mhm.
I am not even going to lie to you. I loved that 5-person Snatch Game. I thought that was so good.
I think I'm kind of agnostic as for the number. For me, the principle is that like there are at least 4 people you could easily put on top, and you regret that they only choose 3 people as tops. Then it's a good Snatch game. And however it's big in the numbers, I kind of don't care. It can be like 7 or more or less.
Right.
But yeah, I think 9 is also pretty optimal. It's kind of
I think
a
9
standard
should be
for
the
so many years.
maximum that I can handle.
Yeah,
And that was 9. Yeah, so yeah, it was good for you.
totally.
And also,
totally.
unlike Down Under 4, where they split, I think 9 people, in 4 and 5. This one finally they got it all together and didn't make any barbecue sauce or whatnot. What they were doing there with ketamine.
Oh yeah, I'm a celebrity Snatch. Me
Yeah,
out
that
here.
was a very weird concept for
I
a
don't
Snatch
know.
game, so
None
I'm
of
pretty
these iterations work for me. Like the Love one that they do, or the Love Island one that they did.
I
don't
think
know.
that honestly is the closest one.
The closest.
I would say that one is the closest one that's worked for me.
Yeah,
Like
easy.
I just think it's because of like the communal aspect of it, where like
Yeah.
you can still like there's not like the wall in front of like instead of like Snatch Game of Love, where like
You can bounce off everybody else with
Exactly.
this format.
Mhm.
I do understand though why. I mean, for All Stars, why a Snatch Game of Love would make more sense, because it is harder to bounce off because there's only so few of you at a time. So I get that. But as a viewer, I like it better when they can bounce off whoever they want.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that. I agree with that completely.
And here we've seen some great examples of bouncing. Speaking. Yeah.
And they quickly realize amongst the workroom that there are no Snatch Game winners in the room. In fact, there are a lot of people who fucking sucked at Snatch Game the first time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So half the cast sucked at Snatch Game the first time at least. So
Floor, Coco, Art,
Floor, Coco,
Jade.
Art, Nikita, Jade.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Michael, Estrella were the only good ones. Like literally.
Lala
And
was
they were-
safe.
Lala
Yeah.
was safe.
Vibe
Michael
was-
and Estrella were safe.
What about Vibe?
Vibe was
was in
good.
the
Vibe was
top.
good. Vibe was in
Okay.
the top. Yeah, Vibe was one of the best.
I think
Yeah,
Vibe
so-
was the only one in the top originally.
Agreed.
So
So
yeah,
half of them
not
lots of
a,
redemption.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's not like we would have gotten anything better. Raven was safe for her Snatch Game, and Nicole had never done
Never
one.
did, yeah.
So at least I think this is the first time in a minute where we have a cast where everyone has done a Snatch Game before on an All Stars. Like I think that's a first time in a minute, which is pretty cool. But everyone's going through their characters with Michelle. and lazy. I'm like, yay, more Lazy Susan content. I love it. Anything.
Although she wasn't the winner either, which is also interesting.
Right,
She
I'm
was
like,
just safe for her Snatch Game. You could have brought up Spanky. Spanky was also not a winner. Oh my god.
Where's Brenda Breast? Bring in Brenda.
Yeah, indeed. You have Brenda. You have
Mandy.
Who else?
Well, Mandy didn't win either.
Yeah, it was Brandy on season 4. It could have been, yeah.
Where's Ashley Madison? Bring her in to redesign these posters.
Yes, we need Ashley Madison. Yeah,
that's who I need.
Out of drag. Yeah.
Shout out to Ashley Madison. I love her. I love her so much.
Yeah, Lazy actually gives some good advice. Yeah, because some of people are very hesitant about the characters. Some are not. But I actually love this. I just adore this meta when such a meta event happens. When Estrella was so in her face and excited like a puppy to play Charo, and Flo was like looking absolutely like demonically despising every moment of it. Like, I bombed so hard. What do you mean? Like, don't say Kuchi Kuchi in front of my face. And Estrella was like, no, I'm playing Charo.
Okay, my favorite part, now that you reminded me, was Estrella was like, so what were the things that you did that made it bad so that I won't make the same mistake? And Floor was like,
everything.
First of all, Floor was like, how dare you ask me that? But to me, I'm like, why the hell would Floor tell you? I wouldn't help you. I want you to do better. Who was it when somebody was like, oh, Vibe? Vibe was like, yeah, you should do that character. I can't remember who she was referring to.
Yeah. She was referring to the second option of Floor, by the way, because after Rowan Atkinson, she wanted to do Bad Bunny. And she tried to do Bad Bunny in front of Michelle, and Vibe was like, yeah, do terrible. That. But actually, in hindsight, she might have done much better as Bad Bunny than what... Yeah. Even if it would have been low safe, I'm still not...
fun shade, it's hilarious. But Vibe was to Floor was like, yeah, you should do Bad Bunny.
Do that. Yeah.
Very that. No, I loved everyone popping up and like seeing what everybody had picked. Like, that's my favorite part of Snatch Game. Before we even get into the actual thing, is like, where did everybody's brains go preparing for this? What did y'all come up with? Like, it was a really cool, like, now why the actual fuck, in what goddamn universe did Coco Jumbo decide to come up with Barry White?
I am so not mad at it.
It's such a genius idea.
Don't get me wrong. I loved every fucking minute of it. We'll talk about it.
And especially, it's like also one of the most meta universal things, like almost shout out to Jade So, not really, because universe is kind of bigger and better than that. But but I mean, how come two people, it's like, you know, Chanel and Nina on All Stars 9 decided to do Liberace at the same time, like 20 years into all the Snatch Games. And here we have Barry White and Rick James, so Lala and Coco somehow telepathically decide to do very close characters together. It's like, wow.
Well, you're actually forgetting Canada season 4.
Yeah, Kid and Kabuto and Near Enough. Yeah, dearly non-departed.
Actually, the same characters.
Yeah, exactly. So also the same issue. Yeah, you hadn't have Jennifer Coolidge for like 15 years, and wow,
two Jennifer Coolidges.
But also speaking of the walkthrough and how cool is it like to see some premonition and hindsight. First of all, how both Lazy and Michelle were very concerned for Jade, and for good reason. And Lazy was like, please, whatever you do, like, you like literally have the entire universe is your oyster. Please do funny, find humor in the universe. It exists. Everything exists in the universe. Lazy was like very adamantly pushing being a soothsayer, and also how Michelle was genuinely excited when she saw, even before Michael opened their mouth, when she saw the Frankenfurter wig and costume. She was like, finally somebody's doing Frankenfurter. I'm so excited.
I'm gagged. This is the first time we're getting it, honestly. There's a few.
Yeah,
I was gagged. There were a couple of first time characters in the Snatch Game that I was gagged that we were finally getting.
You mean you expected somebody to be doing the universe before?
Oh my god, of course, absolutely.
Why are we only now just getting the universe as a Snatch Game character?
Nikita
Yeah.
Iman did nature, you know, so it was another interesting parallel because Nikita bombed with nature once. Now Nikita bombs with Mary Jane twice, and now Jade Saw bombs with universe. So,
she at least honed it down to one thing instead of something, general.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think with all that being said,
Yep.
I think shall we just talk about the Snatch Game?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's go for it. Hey, people on Snatch Game.
I actually enjoyed the Snatch Game.
I
Absolutely
did.
agreed.
I did as well. Let's run through our characters real quick. Bottom row, we've got Michael Maruli as Tim Curry as Frankenfurter. Miss Jade So as the universe. That's right. Art Simona's Cathay Night here. That's not a great Cathay Night impression, but I did my best here. Coco Jumbo as Barry White. We've got Vibe as the Divine Miss M. Batten Midler. Thank you, Vibe. I'll talk about it later. Nikita Iman as Mary Jane. Estrella as Coochie. Quite literally Coochie. That's what's written on her card.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I just
Nice
noticed.
girl.
Literally,
Wise girl.
it's written as Coochie.
I noticed it from the get-go. It was very funny.
Floor as Rowan Atkinson, aka Mr. Bean, and Lala as Rick James. Jonathan, what'd you think? Give me your thoughts. Give me your feelings and opinions.
Okay, we'll go down the road. But first of all, when Michelle was asking questions like midway, Michael turned to me and he was like, "Wait, why is the order that they're sitting like weird?" Or that Michelle was asking questions that we're responding. Why is it weird? And I guess we realized that or he was making a joke, but also I realized that it's kind of true that everything is backwards in Australia. So usually the contestants are on the other side, right? And they go down the question the other way. That was weird. That was funny.
Well, also, they don't. They film every answer for every question of everybody, and they don't air it.
Right, but from what we see, it's always
right.
Left to right.
I see what you mean. No, that is really funny.
But anyways, okay. So starting from right to left, Tim Curry here. I was not surprised. I really expected Michael Maruli to be very comfortable on stage, very good with their character. So I wasn't worried at all that Michael was going to do really, really well, and she did. I was worried about Jade because she did not do so well in her original Snatch Game, but also, and you mentioned this, Logan, before, to where comedy usually doesn't really translate if English is your second language, which happened here. But I found it funny that every time she gave her response, it was always a match. At least I appreciate that from the production point of view. Was whatever Jade said, it didn't matter what the hell her response was, but it was always a match. So that was hilarious. So I thought Art did well. She was funny and I was laughing. As far as something different, I didn't think it was, at least for me, because the way she approached her comedy was something I've seen before, to where she says one word, but it's not really what you hear. It just sounds like it. If y'all remember Philippines 2, Kat did the same exact thing, to where she said one thing and you thought she was saying something vulgar, but that's not really what she's saying. It was funny though. I was laughing. I just wasn't over the top with it. But I was really enjoying Coco. I was literally laughing and cackling and laugh out loud laughing every time Coco had her response. It was almost reminiscent of season 14. Who was that winner? Who won? Where you barely
with Deja Sky. Yeah.
Deja Sky. Just kind of just reminiscent of that, to where like the little voices, voices really got me, and it was more than enough to be so funny. But yes, Coco for me, I think should have been top 2. She was so good, so funny. Vibe did amazing. She was definitely in character. She had jokes, but I think it just Coco for me was just the number one funniest. Gosh, poor Nikita. There's a moment there where she even trailed off and didn't complete her response.
Yeah.
Hopefully her third time around, which I hope she gets another shot, she'll improve. Estrella did well too. My favorite part of Estrella was when she was asked, "Lazy Susan is so lazy, something," and she was, and Estrella's response was, "She just does one coochie, just coochie." So that was hilarious. Rowan Atkinson here, Floor, could have been funny if she just leaned into more of the physical comedy, but she second guessed herself. And then we've got Rick James, who was, she had good moments here and there. Nothing really stood out, but she was at least funny enough in character, entertaining enough, I should say. But number one for me, Coco Jumbo. Number one, so funny.
Okay. I'm gonna be pretty close to Jonathan. If we go one by one, I think if Michael had more response, because both Michael and Lala we didn't get to see very much from them. But I think Michael had enough funny responses to be on top if they wanted to. Because this was a pretty strong Snatch Game overall, and we are pretty blessed having so many, like having a great Snatch Game on France, having a not bad on Canada finally, and having a good one even on season 18. So from this when year started, we had quite a batch of Snatch Games. Michael, I thought they're gonna do great, and they did effortlessly well. Sometimes it was very funny indeed. With Jade, that was very unfortunate, but lovely. Luckily for her, I think both her runway and the fact that she got 2 matches for some reason kind of saved her from actually being in the bottom 2. Because otherwise all the bottom 3 is my bottom 3 as well. I think it's pretty clear cut this week who was in the bottom. My number one would be actually Art still, I think, because Art had not only these responses like cork, and because there are many accents where you can confuse the two, but also because she was very quippy and reacting to whatever was happening around her. I love this the most. Very close second would be Coco, and I think the only thing she wasn't in the top 2 was because of the runway, which was unfortunately my number 11 of all of number 9 of all of them. Because it was a very strong runway and Coco was just a smudge beneath everybody else. But as Barry White, she surprised the living hell out of me. It was very funny, very unexpected, very crude. And my very, very little tangent, just like Logan, on what I was working before when I was in the uni. I was actually working at a bookstore where we had toy plush walruses, which were singing Barry White. They were singing "You're my first, my last, my everything" of all songs. So imagine how much fun. First of all, a toy walrus singing Barry White, but also. That was such a flashback from Micha being 18, 19, selling all this in the bookstores.
What the hell? All right.
But you're going to need to send me that link to your library.
Right. I'm like,
I'm not even sure it's open now, but I can double check. That was literally one of my first jobs, like ever. My second, like, part-time job as a student. But
right.
they did have this.
Oh
So
my
yeah, that was
God.
hilarious. Yeah, definitely phenomenal. With Vibe, I think her like third place overall for me would be deserved. Actually, I think she and Michael would be neck and neck for me. We've seen more of Vibe, but I found Michael to be funnier for me, because not only like the character was studied, I think with Bette Midler it was a bit like a plasma Snatch Game. It's a great impersonation of an older woman, an older icon, but the jokes are just not very like cutting for me. They're like very, very, very nebulous. So it's not bad at all, but it reminded me a lot of like Plasma's Patti LuPone from season 16, when it was like, this New York legend in her 70s done very well as impersonation, but not exactly like hilariously, like, stomach crumpingly funny. But yeah. Shout out to Estrella, because not her first language, and doing Charo also, who's a very, I would say, very kind of monotonous public figure in a sense, because she doesn't have like that much of, except a few tricks which she has and everybody repeats, and so she has done almost as well as like Sugarcane, when you basically put +1 to a very one-dimensional public figure. Let's put it that way. Not saying Charo is that, but I mean, what she's famous for. And with Flo, everything was said by Michelle. You should have stay silent. I think the final nail in the coffin was when she changed to a drag version, because it didn't work at all. Like the final response in her dragged up with a smudged lipstick, it was so bad. It was like, she just, girl.
Yeah.
Learn how to plead your case in front of, like, literally it was at that stage, like, none of the looks would save. And yeah, Lala was good. I think Lala was much better than the housewives of whatever mob wife she was on All Stars 8. But yeah, it definitely was kind of safe, and I just wish they had more interaction with Coco. I think their duo was like so strong that maybe it was just like we had so few answers of Lala, literally one and a half through the entire Snatch Game. So yeah, we knew it was good, it was safe, but yeah, that's it.
I, first and foremost, think you all are doing an absolute disservice to Bette Midler, but that's beyond it for me. But I think overall, this was a really great Snatch Game. I think I agree really with what Micha was saying earlier. Like, tenets of a really good Snatch Game is like when there are 4 or more people that could have been in the top, and it really is like this kind of like shuffling of like, oh, who could have been in the top. That is a really great mark of a good Snatch Game, and this is one of them. Like, I had like 5 really, really strong, great performances, and then there's a couple that like could have been up there. We just didn't see a ton of them. But for me, Nikita, my angel, my darling, I know you watch this channel, and I feel really bad saying this. And I know you love us, and I love you, and I love you so fiercely. You were my least favorite of the night. And as a fellow stoner, I feel really, really bad. This character is so phenomenally chosen, and I just needed it to go anywhere else. Anywhere. I needed you to just go, oh, Michelle, girl, Michelle. I don't even know what I wrote down. Yeah, this.
You can also spin it like what Got Mick did with Paris Hilton, where she was actually smart.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like Chichi Devane on All Stars 3, actually, rest in peace, because here answering the following question with the answer for the previous question would be actually great.
Absolutely. Like, there's definitely a lot of things you can do with this character. There's so many options with it, and it just didn't go anywhere, unfortunately. But I love the concept, and I loved the look. So if nothing else, love the concept. Love the look. Thought it was lovely here. Yeah. Oh no. For me, For me, my number 8 was Jade. I think her look, again, the look is everything. The look as the universe was really great. There just weren't jokes. There just were not jokes. Like, I was waiting for her, you know, I was waiting for black hole jokes. I was waiting for something, and she started to give us something. She started to get somewhere, and then it didn't go anywhere ever. And so unfortunately, it just wasn't the best for me. Her runway absolutely is the reason why she wasn't in the bottom 3. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. If I'm going off of runway and Snatch Game performance, 100% I'm not putting Jade in the bottom 2. 100%. This is just based on the Snatch Game performance. Number 7, I would have had Floor. And I agree 100% with the judges. Had she not spoken, that could have been a winning Snatch Game performance, and it would have been one of the all-timers. It would have been so fucking cool to see her do that. It just didn't come together in the way that I could have hoped, because the physical transformation, bitch, Floor is a fucking makeup chameleon. And I knew that already. I'm so impressed with Floor from a makeup standpoint here. I genuinely was like, who the fuck is that? Oh my god, that's Floor. It was really impressive to see. My number 6 is gonna be Lala here, simply because we just didn't see enough of her. It's a strong number 6 though. Everything we saw of her Rick James was great. I loved her spin on it. Rick James being a big old homosexual, I thought was a really great touch here. I thought the hair and the outfit was really good. Hey, Michelle girl. I thought it was a really, really cool, fun reinterpretation of the character. So I really fucked with it. Number 5 for me, right in the middle, Coochie. 5 coochies for Estrella here. Solid interpretation of Charo. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing out of the ordinary. Solid jokes. Solid performance for me. I'm gonna put Michael at 4. Very strong performance from Michael here. Duh. We knew Michael was going to do well in this challenge. I think the difference maker for me with Michael compared to the top 3 is I think Michael felt at points a little subdued. I felt like Michael was trying to play the character so true to character, which is a fair way to play this character. And I can tell that she has so much reverence for Rocky Horror and so much reverence for Frankenfurter, and I wanted a bit more drag into the character. I wanted a bit more oomph into the character. And it was very, yes, Michelle, I'm here at the Snatch Game, and I'm here to snatch your game. And I just wanted a little bit, that just extra oomph that I got from Art, Coco, and Vibe. That little bit more, but it was still a really strong performance. 3rd for me is gonna be Art, actually. And it's not actually because of what Art did. It's because of what Art couldn't do. Because due to Australian copyright laws, she couldn't go with any of the good old Kath and Kim, quotes, any good one-liners from the show. She couldn't pull any of that shit out of her ass. So I think she did a damn good job, all things considered. I think she did a really good job with Kath here. I love Kath and Kim. I think it a phenomenal. I wanted to hear her say, Kim, those Davy days, but we couldn't. because we just can't do that. But I think she did a solid job here. Number 2 for me was Coco. Coco was the surprise of the night for me. I think she absolutely knocked it out of the park. Horny man lusting over Michelle, everything Michelle's ever wanted. You're playing up to your host. That's exactly what you need to do on these shows. She did everything she needed to do. It was a complete 180 for Coco and a complete redemption for Coco, and I loved every moment of it. But I am a sucker for Bette Midler, and I am thrilled that we finally got Bette Midler on Snatch Game, and Vibe did her justice, baby. It was everything I needed. It was perfect. It was funny. The jokes were set up. The punchlines were phenomenal. It was so perfect for the Snatch Game. Point blank in the period, Vibe was my favorite. And that's the tea.
Looks like we pretty much have our top 4 about the same, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We all had Vibe, Coco, Art, and Michael in the top 4.
Yeah, sure.
And we had the same bottom 3 as well.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
So,
I just don't think they're like this bottom 3 feels correct in every universe. So the judges did it, we did it.
Including the universe. So
It's weird how I know Michael said it the second time, but someone said it before during the Snatch Game to where like I know I can't see what's going on behind me, but I know it's bad. Why can't they just turn around? I don't understand.
The same was for Vibe, and the same was for Vibe when Vibe said, "I know that Michael's doing it good, but I can't see them." And I'm like, "Bitch, she's like right behind you."
Right.
No.
Okay. So I was wondering that too. I'm gonna pull this slide up real quick. I wonder if it's because on this stage, that ledge between them is so steep.
Yeah.
That I'm actually wondering if they just can't, like, if you turn around, I wonder if you just can't see up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you like can't look down and see much more other than wig. Like I'm really wondering if that's the case.
Yeah.
Hey, Down Under versus the World Girls. Let us know in the comments. Like I know a bunch of y'all are watching. Hopefully, thank you. Hey y'all, how you doing? Let us know because I'm actually like really curious about that too. I was really concerned, but that's what it looks like. It looks like these ledges for the Snatch Game stage are really steep. And so it's like if you look down, all you like if Vibe looked down, I think you're only really getting Frankenfurter wig.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
and if you look up, I think
might also be maybe long.
Something like that. If I were to look up, I'd probably fucking get nauseous. Just like look it up, be like, "Oh Lord, not that." But that's what it looked like to me.
Rule where they can't like turn around or something.
No, maybe on other franchises, but like on US, they do it all the time. On Philippines, they go fucking crazy. So like,
oh yeah,
jump around the stage.
Philippines, they go fucking
España
crazy.
As well, by the way,
España, they go crazy.
Great examples.
France, as a media just jumped on a fucking table.
Exactly.
A couple weeks ago. So like, we had that going on, but no. And then we get no workroom segment and we go straight to the runway. It's like, all of that stuff. So very quickly here, also the judges.
Hey.
Probably could have done that before Snatch Game, but whatever. We've got Michelle, we've got Lazy, we've got Reese, and our extra special guest judge, Markella Kavanaugh.
Michelle is feeling her oats, and I'm here for it.
Host Michelle! I love Host Michelle!
I mean, dare I say this look could be not out of place on Carrie Colby's body. It is
oh
very
my god,
very
yeah.
Carrie Colby
Come on, nude illusion.
Yeah.
I love the illusion of being a noodle on Michelle is looking so good. I love it. I love Lazy's look as well with the super, super long arms as well. I think she looks really, really great here too. Oh,
I had to Google who the guest judge was.
I didn't know who she was either.
Yeah, she was like an Australian actress, but that's why they mentioned her as a Hobbit, as a real housewife of Middle Earth, because she played in Hobbit the TV series, like the revised version for like Aussie and New Zealand TV since pandemic for like 3 or 4 seasons, like from
she's on the Rings of Power.
Rings
on
of Power.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, but she was very cool both in Snatch Game and as a guest judge.
So big actress, basically.
Yeah. And that's why the Aussie queens were so excited, saying, "Oh yeah, she's like a real celebrity." Somebody said it, Vibe or Art, yes. So in the confessionals,
I tried watching The Rings of Power, but like I fell asleep. So maybe if I continued, I would have recognized her. But now that I know who she is, maybe I'll pick it up again.
Yeah, and Rhys Nicholson doing his best out of the woods impression, like happy camper.
It looks like, so I don't know if either of you watched Taskmaster at all.
No.
I would recommend it. Taskmaster is a phenomenal series. But Rhys was on Taskmaster Australia a couple seasons ago and did quite well. This kind of looks like what Rhys wore on Taskmaster. And I'm like, why? Like,
That's a very Boy Scout thing. Maybe now
it is, yeah. I'm like, I don't know why they're wearing anything related to this at all. I'm like, what the fuck are we wearing, Rhys? Like,
but not to judge here, because for some people, Troy Sivan, speaking of like Australian twinks, Boy Scout aesthetic makes your twink death go horizon drift away. Maybe that's the logic behind it.
Maybe I don't know, but.
I didn't know he was Australian.
Troy Sivan? Yeah, he's Australian.
Yeah, he's also Australian. He's Australian slash South African, which is quite a mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very that. Very, very that. But yes, we will discuss the looks on Look Over Here, so make sure to check that episode out with some tropical fruits worn on some tropical fruits and some normal fruits and just fruits in general. But we get judging. Judging happens. It exists, and it was a thing. We find out our top 3 of the week are Art Simone, Vibe, and Coco Jumbo. And the winner, the top 2 of the week, are Vibe and Art. Vibe did it. Yay. I'm so happy. She did it. And Art, but also mostly Vibe.
But also shout out to Art and Coco for completely reversing their trajectory, because both of them were in that infamous bottom 2, and now they're both.
I would have I love Vibe. I'm so happy she's in the top. Obviously, I would have shat myself if they had given Art and Coco the top 2 in this. Like, that would have been so much fun to see. Like, and I get it, because Coco's runway was not the strongest. In fact, it was probably the weakest of the night. So like, sure, I understand it, but it would have been just so beyond fun to see Art and Coco in the top 2.
Yeah,
like
Lipsync for the win instead of
completely reverse, their whole situation here.
Not only that, but I said this before that I'm a big Coco fan, but it's every time she's like proud of herself and we see that, I light up with her. So seeing her so happy and so proud of herself being top 3, I put joy in me, So
her first ever top placement on Drag Race,
and so deserved. Yeah,
absolutely, I agree.
And I was also so touched how both Vibe and Dart were touched in the Untucked, because Vibe cried for Coco, saying like, "You're my bestie from how many years, like my roomie, my everything." So I'm so happy for you. Like, everyone was very happy.
I'm getting chills just thinking about
everyone's so sweet. I love them. I love them so much. I love this season. It's so good. And unfortunately, our bottom 3 is Floor, Miss Jade So, and Nikita Iman. Yes, the 1 is in the name. It's always going to be in the name.
Yeah. Pretty sure you misspelled Miss Jade So. I think the O is supposed to be a 0.
I don't think so.
Is it? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I think it's just the 1, because she is the 1 of 1, the number 1, the goddessification era. I don't fucking know anymore. I'm doing my best, Jade. I'm sorry.
We love you, Jade.
But luckily, Jade is safe, and she's not on this banner. Where the bottom 2, unfortunately, is 2 really good friends of mine, Floor and Nikita. And I'm like, damn it, another one of my friends is going home. Oh. No.
Yeah,
I already had to sit through one of my friends going home on Drag Race this week, and now I have to have another one of my friends go home on Drag Race this week. Oh,
Maybe stop making friends, Logan, because they're always going to go home.
That's the most.
Someone's always going to go home, Logan.
That's the
no!
most. Oh my God, Jonathan is issuing for the next House of Villains season. So, yeah, but also it's a very interesting dynamic. So two down under girls on top, two down under girls in the bottom. And we still don't know what was on the other lipstick, and that can cause some drama next week because Vibe and Nikita are from the same season, and yeah, Art, Flo are not. So yeah, that's already interesting.
I do like that storyline this episode, to where they started the episode with we have this non-alliance of down under queens,
right?
And we're not going to vote each other out. We're going to take each other to the end, and then at the end of the episode, they have no choice.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. When it was Estrella, Michael, and Lala called safe, I was like, ooh, drama. Ooh. I was like, ooh, it's about to get spicy. And I was like, ooh, it's down under and Jade on stage. I was like, ooh, how fun.
The storyline. Yeah, for those who gave up on the season because of whatever reason, y'all are missing out.
Yeah.
Literally. If you gave up after episode 2 of Down Under versus the World, you're only getting half the story.
The story, like maybe a quarter of the story.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because now we also have to discuss a great lip sync.
That part we absolutely do. So yes, Vibe and Art are our top 2 of this episode. They do their talks with both of the girls. It's standard stuff. There's
apart from Flo not vibing with Vibe because Flo is thinking that Vibe is being too jokey and hokey pokey around her and making jokes at her expense when she's in distress, a damsel in the bottom, and she's like, not
girl, I can guarantee to you you've worked with Vibe on several fucking occasions.
Yeah.
Everything out of Vibe's mouth is a fucking joke.
She's super sarcastic, and that's why I love Vibe.
Yeah. Girl, like, I understand you're in a difficult situation here, but like, girly pop. Get it together, girl. Anyway. We have Vibe and Art lip syncing to Physical by Dula Peep.
I love Dula Peep.
I love Dula Peep. The first time this specific Dula Peep song has been used on Drag Race since the most famous lip sync of all time.
Yeah.
And
and the third time overall. Yeah.
Third time overall, yes. And I think this lip sync is going to go down for, very good and completely different ways than Laganja and Trinity.
Yeah, they did well.
Oh yeah, I love this lip sync. I thought it was great.
I adore this lip sync, yeah. And especially the one that Juicy Couture did all the way back in Holland too, with Reggie B. Yeah, that was also a very interesting version.
Oh my God, I don't remember that lip sync, but I do remember that.
Obviously, we all remember the Ganja versus. But yeah, it was a great try. First of all, I think this is Art Simone's best lip sync overall. This is like her absolute best lip sync, both seasons included. She just was on fire. And the genius decision to again pander to Michelle, the host, and turn into Jane Turner like before the culmination. It was like mwah, chef's kiss, cherry on top. Vibe did also great, but the fact that Vibe just before picking the lipstick said that I almost want to throw the lipstick because I don't want to choose, maybe kind of affected my perspective because I watched it twice now, and I think that Vibe did great, but still there was like maybe 10% she could have done even more.
You think she threw it? She really didn't want to win?
I'm on the fence literally, but because she said that before, I think she slightly. I think Vibe could have done like even more if she really wanted to like fight to the best of her ability. She could have. She did great. She like absolutely held her own. She literally, it was a very close lip sync. But yeah, I think that knowing Vibe, she could have done like gone an even extra mile. And there was like, some maybe extra spark missing from her. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel like she did hold back a little bit, but inside she's thinking, if I do great, great. If I win, if I win, great. If I don't,
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. I mean, we do hear her right before the lip sync going, should I throw it? Do I need to win this lip sync? I don't think she threw it. I think once she realized and once she saw Art, with the wig reveal into the Cass Day Night wig, I think, she was like, all right, I can ease off a little bit. I think Vibe's smart. I think she knows when to hold him, when to fold him, and, understands what she needs to do in this competition. She does. Art has already sent somebody home. She doesn't need to be doing, she can do it again. She can make the target on her back bigger. Vibe doesn't need to do that. So yeah, let her do it, girl. Like
playing the long game.
Yeah, absolutely. Let her do it. Why not?
To me, though, Vibe won.
Really? Okay.
For me,
yeah. All right. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. For any specific reason?
I just think she was. I think when Art Simone did her wig reveal, it took me out of the actual fantasy.
Okay.
She started to do more comedic style to where that's not really what the song gives. That's not the energy of the song.
That's fair.
I don't know. I think you can do it very comedically because it has been like in the pop culture for so long. So I actually think every single from Future Nostalgia has a route of comedic giving, so to speak. If you really want to pump it up, you can do it.
But I feel like it came out of nowhere. To where if you had some comedy in the beginning, then continue that. But I don't know. I'm not going to change my response. Vibe won for me, so fuck you.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. He's gonna worry about Jonathan. No, I hear both sides of that. I think, it can be jarring. I think that's the difficulty with a drag performance like this and like a head-to-head, something like that, where when someone is having for lack of a better term, I'm not going to say Art's performance wasn't clean. I'll say that. But when you have someone with like a quote-unquote cleaner performance like what Vibe did, where everything is more consistent, you've got a cleaner through line, or you have someone like Art who, is kind of jumping from bit to bit to bit. And then you have this like huge shift in energy, that's not necessarily always going to be everyone's cup of tea. So I definitely see both sides of that. I think for me, I think they both did really well. I think either of them could have won. I'm going to be biased because I thought Vibe won Snatch Game, so probably I would have given it to Vibe personally. But I do think her energy kind of waned off on the lip sync after the Cass wig reveal. So I think maybe, in the end, I think Art had the more consistent energy. And I think that was intentional on Vibe's part, if you ask me as an audience, as a viewer. So I guess I probably would have given it to Art in the end, only because of, that maybe strategy in that case from Vibe. But I hear what you're saying, Jonathan, for sure. As a drag artist, I hear that for sure. I've seen a lot of performances this weekend where I was like, what the fuck are you doing? No shade to anybody I performed with this weekend. You're great. You're great. But Art wins the lip sync. Yay.
I agree.
And Art has to send someone home. And she sends home the kid on.
Unfortunately, I agree with her choice.
Unfortunately, I also agree.
Unfortunately, it was deserved.
I would have sent Floor, but I also respect greatly how Art was, again, having gigantic balls this week, because she literally said to Nikita's face, "I'm sorry, I need to beat the best, so you're out." I was like, girl, you started the episode like saying we have an alliance, I don't care, I'm gonna like propel
I
my
will
dawn
give
on the
Nikita this. She has my favorite runway this week. Love that runway.
I adore this runway.
I agree. I think she looked really pussy walking out.
This was one of the best runways overall. I think everybody except for Coco, I don't even know how to classify them, because they all had phenomenal
Okay,
runways.
I like Coco's outfit
agree.
too. I just don't see it for the brief.
Mhm.
But outfit myself, love.
Yeah,
But Nikita, love her.
Nikita
outfit.
will look phenomenal.
Nikita.
Yeah, and yeah,
Nikita.
I actually think we have some potential for drama, because something tells me that Floor's lipstick was in Vibes TT, but we shall see. I'm not sure, of course, but I think that the Vibe chose Floor for some reason.
I'm interested. I think there's a potential for Vibe to play it fair. I think Vibe is the kind of competitor that might play it fair, and in that case, go by track record, and by track record, pick Nikita. I do see that happening, and I think in that scenario, given the fact that she did kind of wane off her energy and debate throwing the lip sync, I don't think she wanted to pick Nikita's lipstick.
Yeah,
that's my theory.
Absolutely. And yeah, because they're sisters, but also because, like they don't like count PPE scores, and you have Floor with bottom to top two and now bottom, and Nikita safe bottom. So in many girls' heads, that would be like, okay, they kind of equalized each other. So,
but Floor still has a win. I think that counts for a little bit more. I hear what you're saying for sure. But hold on. I'm gonna get back to it. Hold on one second. Nikita.
I wanted her to go further, so much further, and yeah.
She definitely
I just love her.
I love her so much, but
I just love her so much. She's been such a big champion of us too. Like, and that's beyond everything else. I just think she's so fucking pussy. Like, I love her so much. She's such a sweetheart. She's an angel. I'm gonna miss seeing more of her on our screens. We love you, Nikita. On behalf of everybody here, I know we all love you.
Absolutely. My draft team. One of the most beautiful human beings ever. Like, oh, yeah.
And I know the draft is not updated, unfortunately. We didn't have time to do that. But
it's fine.
We'll talk about it.
What's the challenge next week?
It's going to be a design challenge. A Frankenstein design challenge, when they have to repurpose 3 looks into one, with Blue Hydrangea as guest judge.
That's right. So it's gonna be a team challenge?
No,
individual.
So everybody is gonna be given 3 old looks from past seasons, maybe.
And they make one look out of all 3.
And one look out of those past 3 looks. Yeah, all 3.
Well,
looks.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm worried for Floor, and I'm worried for Lala.
You know what? Lala can make something now. Can make the same.
But yeah, Estrella also can make something now. Yeah. I'm worried for Floor.
Maybe skirt and.
I'm worried for Floor because 3 strikes and she's out. Because Estrella already has proven in the first challenge that she can create something great.
Well, I'm not worried for Jade. Come on, Jade. You got this again, Jade.
I'm not worried for Jade. I'm not worried for Michael. I'm not worried for Vibe.
For Art either.
I'm not worried for Art. I'm a little worried for Coco.
Yeah, Coco can also go south. So yeah,
I'm a little worried for Coco, but I would have loved to see Nikita in a design challenge again. But it's
by the way, yes.
But that's where we're going to leave off today, y'all. Thank you for joining us for this fantastic recap of Down Under versus the World. On your way out, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave us a comment letting us know all your thoughts on this episode and on this season. We greatly appreciate it. Y'all's support means the world to us, so thank you. Thank you. If you are loving this series and our coverage of Down Under versus the World, make sure to check out our coverage of everything else going on in the Drag Race universe. Canada All-Stars, Drag Race France, and Latino Royale. All of our coverage is going up as we sift through all of it. Quite literally, that's what we're going through. So we're working our way through it, siphoning through it literally. Also on your way out, make sure to get your cup mug at lonagcreations.etsy.com. QR code is up in the top right corner. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers to Nikita Iman, everyone. Cheers.
Good job, Nikita.
Bye.